Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel. For those of you that joined for the first time, please go to subscribe, click on it so that you get notifications for new videos. And if you don't know how it works, there's playlists. So if you only want to follow the channel for the vegan recipes, then you just click on the vegan playlist. If you want to follow it for the animal rights or for the bipolar or for mental illness or whatever, then you just click on that playlist. Then you don't have to go through all the videos to find the video you're looking for. So all the ingredients, all the recipes that I do are in the metric system. But in the comments, in the description, it will be in imperial as well for those of you that are still living in the dark ages in the imperial system. Okay. So today I'm going to show you one of my absolute favorite recipes. It's plum iced tea. So I just one day made this out of my head and it's absolutely divine. Everybody that drinks it absolutely loves it. So what I do with it, I make it and I put it in the fridge for a few hours so that it just begins to freeze. Then I shake the bottle and then it's almost like a slush. And then I drink it like that. It's absolutely awesome. It's a bitter tea, so I put in sugar. I just want to mention something about sugar. Since all my recipes are vegan, white sugar in many countries are not vegan. The reason for that is they whiten the sugar with bone char. So just make sure that the sugar you are using in your country is, the white sugar is indeed vegan. But you can use any sugar. You can use stevia, you can use brown sugar, you can use sweetener of your choice. You can even leave the sugar out if you like a bitter tea. It is a very bitter tea. So I put in sugar. I don't like bitter tea, I like sweet tea. And it's healthy. It contains tea. I use red bush and green tea, but you can use whatever tea you want. I found that the red bush, or like in my native language Afrikaans, rooibos, gives it a very nice flavor. So to start off with, you're going to need, about a kilogram of plums. So what you need to do with those plums, prepare them beforehand. So you just slice them with the skin on, slice them. You can keep the pits, or you can keep them to plant, or you can chuck them away. I plant mine. Then you put it in a saucepan like this. Then you add over boiling water until it's covered. I make about this much above the plums. Then I put it the heat on high, and I boil this for about 5 minutes. So then you'll get like that. Okay? Then I prepare my iced tea beforehand as well. So the recipe that I'm going to do today is enough to make 4 liters of iced tea. So what I do is I take 2 bags of red bush tea bags per liter. So it's going to be 8 bags. And then I take 1 bag of green tea per 2 liters. So that's 2 bags of green tea. Put it in there. Put in boiling water, also just to cover it, and then you leave it in there for a few hours so that you've got a very nice strong tea. Okay. Then you need to prepare your sugar. I'm just going to put the kettle on so that I can get some boiling water. So the sugar that I'm using, like I said, I'm using white sugar, and I'm using 2 tablespoons per liter. You don't have to use sugar. You can use any other sugar that you want. So you put that in, and 2 tablespoons, 1 tablespoon per liter, so 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. You put that in, and then you get your boiling water. So that's about 2 cups of boiling water I added to that. So you just stir that until all the sugar is nicely dissolved. What I sometimes do is I put the sugar in the boiling the plum mixture so that it already boils in that, but you don't have to do that. You can, or any way you want, as long as the sugar is dissolved very well. Okay, so that's done. Then I'm going to remove the tea bags from the hot water. So you can press them so you can get nice strong tea water. Then I just remove them. So I keep my tea bags. I use them in ferns. One of the videos that I'm going to make is going to show you how to make different kinds of fertilizers. So I'm going to keep these for that. It makes a very nice fertilizer for ferns. Okay, so then you're going to add this sugar mixture into the tea mixture. Okay, and you mix that. When you start off with this, it doesn't really matter how much liquid you are using, because once you fill up your bottles, whatever you're short to fill the bottle to the top, you just put in plain water. So this is just so that you've got enough liquid to prepare your ingredients. So it doesn't really matter how much liquid you use, but obviously you need to use enough in order to make a liquid. Okay, so you just mix that properly. Okay, cool. Then you're going to need a liquidizer. So if you don't have a liquidizer, then you're going to need to strain the plum from the water. So, but if you use a liquidizer and you liquidize that lot, then it's going to be actually very nice. So you just spoon all the plums, you should just spoon in there. So you just do that. Okay. So you can basically do this recipe with any fruit. You can do the same principle with apricots, you can do the same principle with apples. I've never tried it with orange, I want to try it with orange next. So any fruit you can basically do the same principle with to get your iced tea. So I'm not going to spoon all of that in now. So then you liquidize this. You can add a little bit of the tea, just a little bit. Okay. Then you're going to liquidize this lot. Okay. There you go. Okay, so now what you need to do, obviously you need to spoon all of that out. I'm not going to do that now. So you need to spoon all of that out. Then you get your bottles. So I just used 2 size plastic bottles because I don't buy plastic. I don't like to buy plastic. So if you can get one somewhere, glass obviously is the best one to use, but if you do have plastic bottles that you can reuse over and over and over, then you can use them. So what you need to do then is you need to pour this equally into the 2 bottles. So obviously this is going to be a lot more because you're going to do all of that. Okay, so you pour this. It's going to be quite a thickish consistency. So you divide that between the 2 equally, more or less. Iced tea, fortunately, unlike baking, is not an exact science. If you do a little bit more or a little bit less, it's not really going to make much of a difference, but you get the general idea of what I'm doing here. Now remember, once you've now liquidized all these plums, you're going to have liquid remaining in that pot. So you need to now put that liquid with the iced tea as well, or in the bottles as well. Then you pour your iced tea also equal parts. Okay. Equal parts. Like that. Okay, so Once that is now filled up, once you've used all your plum juice, all your tea, it's going to come to about there. Okay? It will vary on the amount of liquid that you used. Now, what you need to do is you fill it up with water. Whatever the balance is, you fill up with water. You put the lid on, you give it a good shake, and then you put it in your fridge if you want it just to be cold, or you put it in your freezer if you want that slush thing. So it's actually very nice. You don't have to follow very specific steps. As long as you do about 1 kilogram of the plum, boil it for about 5 minutes, cover it in water. You take the amount of tea bags that you want. The stronger you want it, the more tea bags you use. If you don't want it too strong, you can use less tea bags. You can experiment with it. And then the amount of sugar to taste. And then you liquidize the plums. You pour it, you divide it between the bottles. Obviously, the more plums you use and the stronger the tea, the more bottles you can make. You can taste and say, okay, this is actually very strong, I can make another bottle. Or it's too weak, I can only make one bottle. So it's actually a very nice recipe that you can play around with a lot. So I use this often. I do the same with pineapple. The pineapple one is absolutely incredible. And I actually found that the pineapple one gives me a lot of energy, which is brilliant. So that's it. There's your plum iced tea. It really is one of the best iced teas I've ever had. And happy iced tea. It's healthy, it's good for you, it's 100% vegan, and it's cheap. See you next time. If you have any requests of anything specific vegan that you want me to make or experiment with, please let me know. Post a comment or find me on Facebook. I do post a link for my Facebook profile, and you can send me a link, a comment or a message, and I will see what I can do for you. Thank you for watching, and take care. Bye bye.